Hello! I hope you've all been enjoying the holidays so far. A couple of weeks before Christmas, this gigantic box turned up on my doorstep. On the sticker it said it weighs 21 kilos, which is about 46 pounds, and I could barely drag this into the house. It's that heavy, hence the sticker. But I'm sure you want to know what's inside. It's a whole bunch of art supplies, so let's get into it, shall we? Honestly, this thing's like a heavy suitcase and I had to drag it up over that stoop. I also managed to rip the box because it was just that heavy. The poor delivery driver who dropped this off. I finally got it inside and there's a sneak peek. The box is by Arrtx, which is a Chinese company. And there's also a sister company, Paul Rubens. You've probably heard of these things if you've been watching other people's videos. They've been sending out a lot of supplies to art YouTubers, myself included. Arrtx asked me if I wanted to take some of their surplus stock. Apparently they were clearing out their warehouse, so I said sure, expecting maybe a few things, but there is a gigantic box of stuff here. You can see some of it already because I just could not wait to have a look. It's all wrapped in bubble wrap, so I'm going to have to go through and unwrap everything, and then we will take a look at it. I just cannot get over how massive this box is, or how heavy for that matter. Okay, I've dragged it into the studio and I have discovered there are multiples of various items, so I'm going to pull everything out on my desk and show you one at a time because it's just easier than trying to go through the box. It is far too big to fit on my desk like this. First up we have a squished box with a tube of oil paint in it. There's just one in the box out of all of that stuff. That comes in a nice scarlet red colour, so I guess I'll throw that in with my other oil paints. Not one, but 3 boxes of Paul Rubens oil pastels. They are the 24 set that I was sent a while ago last year and I did a review on them. Pretty sure they're all exactly the same. So I haven't opened any of these, although now I'm looking at it, that box is actually a little bit different, so I wonder if they are fully the same. I'm going to have to open one and see now because I genuinely thought this was an identical box, but that looks different. Alright, I got one open. Oh no, I think these might actually be different colours. Those are metallics. Oh, I'm keeping a box in that case because I was wondering about this set. I'd seen them online. Definitely adding this to my collection. So glad I saw that. Here's an old bit of paper here. I just have to see a couple of these colours because they just look like they're going to be really pretty. Let's go to the smoother side. Oh yeah, that's definitely a metallic sheen on that. Oh well, that was unexpected. I thought it was the same set that I already have, which is original colours. But no, now I have the lovely pearlescent ones to go with it, so I'll keep that and then give the other 2 away perhaps. Something I'd considered buying for myself a while ago, and I'm really excited. There are a couple of boxes in here. This is an interesting looking box with little pots of gouache. How cute are those? They're in little wee jars. And they look like that. So I'm very excited to use these at some point. There's also what I think is an identical box because both of them have 9A. I'll probably keep this in the wrapping for now. Might end up giving this away, or I might keep them if they're really good. We'll see how we go. Probably the thing that I'm most excited about in the box, and I could have shown this at the end, but I'm going to show it now, are 3 boxes of Supervision watercolours. And they are all in the same set. They are high-grade grey watercolours. I have absolutely no idea what that means. If I look on the back, they're kind of muted pastel-y looking colours. I don't know what these are. I've not really seen much about them at all. But they're all different colours. And I'm really curious to try these. Supervision paints are not cheap to buy. I've seen them on Alibaba and they're usually around the $80 mark, and I can't remember if that's US or Australian, just for one box. So to get 3 of them is so exciting. So there are 10 tubes in each. I need to find a palette that I can fit 30 paints in, and I'll make a video squeezing out all of these colours and swatching them. So that was a real treasure in the box, and I'm so thankful to have these. And the rest of the box are marker pens. Now the weird thing is that I was thinking, and I've mentioned it a couple of times, that I was really wanting to get a new box of markers, a large one of brush markers, and I'd been shopping around, but everything was just a bit too expensive, and I was thinking, I don't know if I can justify it. Well, I don't think I'm ever going to need another brush marker again because I have to show you what's in here. It's just insane. These are all Arrtx markers. So starting out with the smaller sets, we have a couple of sets of skin tones. I've left that one in the package because this is identical, so I'll just put that aside. They are 12 skin tones. Yes, there's a chisel nib on the end. And yeah, okay, so I didn't realise these ones are bullets. The others are brushes in the bigger sets, but these are bullet markers. I've got another set by them and they've been excellent. I really like the Arrtx markers. They're a high quality marker, they work very well. It's nice to get a set of skin tones because those are always really handy. Along with this set of skin tones, we're 2 boxes here. These are also identical to one another if I can get them up the right way, and I'm not entirely sure what these are, but they both came with the most adorable little enamel pins. Oh, look at them, they're so cute. So they came like that, wrapped up in plastic, and I'm just going to open these because I'm not entirely sure what the colours are supposed to be. Okay. It's an interesting limited palette. I'll just pull one out. I think these might also be bullets. No, that is actually a brush marker. Look at that. That is a nice quality brush on that pen. So I've tried a couple of the pens out just on my own, but they are absolutely gorgeous markers. I've of course picked the lightest marker. I'll be curious to try this set. I'm not entirely sure what it's meant to be exactly. It's just a little themed set that they had. I don't even know if this is still available because I'm pretty sure that some of these things were limited edition and now they had all of these leftovers in their warehouse, which is why they've sent them out. Now let's get into the larger boxes of markers. So here's one that I've opened. With each box came this on top of it. Arrtx anniversary gift. So it's just a little folder thing. Each and every box came with one of these, so I've got a whole stack of them now. Oh, there's so many of them. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. I've opened 3 boxes, which are all sets of 24. There's so much stuff on my desk. I was trying to figure out what these are exactly, if they're different sets. Well, yes, they are all different sets. Each one, when I open it, has a whole bunch of stuff inside. So in here we have some instructions and some stickers. Each box has a little case that you can put together, and it also has some hard plastic square things so that you can sit the pens inside. These are also in the box underneath in here. I have not put any of these together yet because there are many boxes and I'm not entirely sure which ones I'm going to keep yet. But in this box, which is the red lid, there are 24 red-based markers in different shades, and all of them are brush pens. You can see the brush on that one and the chisel on here. I love brush markers and I really don't have that many, so now I'm just going to have ridiculous numbers of brush markers. Once again, is a beautiful brush on that. Colour it on here. That grey has faded very quickly. Oh, they're just so nice. I really love these pens. In the yellow box, pretty much the same things, except the case is different. I thought it was going to be yellows, but it's actually greens in this set. Kind of look like some aqua colours as well, but there's so many different shades there. And in the black box, a black case thing for it. And inside are pink pens, which is really odd. I was expecting them to be greys, so the colour of the box does not necessarily correspond with the colours that are inside. There are pinks and purples in here. In these 3 boxes I have reds and peaches, pinks and purples, and greens. And that's it pretty much out of the sets of 24 that are in here. There are also another 3 boxes of the 24 sets of markers, and I've still got them in plastic. There are 2 black ones and 1 red one. I'm guessing they're the same as the 3 that I've opened, but I think I might just open another one to have a look and see if they are pink pens. It's just impossible to know. There's nowhere on the box that says what colours are in there, I don't think. Nope, definitely nothing else on the box. I'm going to open another one because my curiosity needs to be sated. Okay, let's take a quick look. That's all the same. And yes, they are the same pens. Okay, good to know, so I might just leave these 2 in the plastic for now. Next up is a single box of 36 markers. And then on the front it says, find your skin tone in Arrtx. So I was wondering if these are skin tone markers. Let's take a look. Once again, it's got all of this stuff in here to make up a whole bag full and then keep all the pens in there. Yes, indeed, they are skin tones. I'm not sure if the 12 set will be in here as well, so I'm going to have to go through all of the pens and see if there are duplicates. But man, that's a lot of skin tones. And actually now I remember, these are bullet nibs and these are brush nibs, so these are entirely different again. And then there are 3 boxes of 40 markers, and I was thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be a nice set of 40 different colours. Check this out. Earth tones, greens and ochres and colours that I would use for landscapes. So that whole set is also another limited palette. I was hoping that there was going to be a rainbow set of colours, but no, not in the 40 set. And there are 3 boxes of these. I haven't opened the other 2. I assume they are the same as this. Okay, I've opened a second box just to make sure that they are all the same, and they are by the looks of things. Those are pretty much the same colours as that first box of 40. And the piece de resistance, there are 2 boxes of 80 markers. This set says 80A, as does the other one, and happily these are all different colours because I've already looked, but let's check it out together. So once again, it's got a bag and all of the plastic doohickeys to put inside it so that all the markers will sit in nicely. I think this is a really great touch, and I'm definitely going to have to put this together. But hooray! There's an actual full set of markers here in all sorts of different colours. I am so excited to finally have a full set of brush marker pens. But I'm just going to put everything away here because it's in such a mess right now. My audio went a bit funny here, so I'm just doing this as a voiceover. I put everything back in the box, but what I'm planning to do is actually go through all of the smaller sets of markers and see if there are extra colours which would then add into the big set of 80 markers, and I'll make one gigantic set with as many colours as I can. So I'll definitely go through each box and write all of the numbers down, swatch everything out, and see how many individual markers there are in total that are all different from each other. And then I'm going to have a whole bunch of duplicates, as you can imagine. I may do a giveaway at some point, or I might end up giving these to people who I know locally, mainly because it will probably cost a fortune to post some of these things. But I'll think about that next year. I just thought I'd show you this because it was just crazy how massive the box is, and I have no idea where to store this. It is taking up so much room in the studio. So a huge thank you to Arrtx for sending me all of these amazing art supplies. It's a little overwhelming, so I will probably revisit some of these things at a later time. Once I've got my head around it all, I need to find some storage for this too. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing this mystery box and all of its wonderful contents. I'm happy to hear your ideas about what I should do with it all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button, and I will see you all again really soon in my next video. Swatch you later. Bye!